What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Southern Guy here, and this is the TNA Impact Wrestling Review for the episode of TNA aired on Pop TV tonight. Episode 139, Road to Glory. Well, Season 14, Episode 39, Road to Glory. Tonight's TNA... So there it is. TNA. Tonight's TNA show opened in the Impact Zone, with Jeremy Borash is in the ring to hype tonight's Legal Lockdown main event. He introduces the two captains for the match, EC3 and TNA World Champion Bobby Lashley. It was announced that each side will have 4 members that will include a TNA knockout on each team. Both captains conduct a mini draft here. Lashley introduces his first teammate, Drew Galloway. EC3 chooses Aaron Rex as his first teammate. Lashley follows with the Miracle Mike Bennett. EC3 follows with Moose. Lashley introduces his third teammate as Maria Killings Bennett. EC3 does the exact same thing and picks Gail Kidd. Lashley tells EC3 that his team is being led by Slaughter, and that when he picks up the stipulation for the BFG, he is going to destroy EC3, and then responds by saying that he is the guy to beat. Bobby Lashley, despite not being anything like him, he says that he must win the TNA World title. Lashley responds that EC3 hasn't beaten big stars, but none of them men can match up to him. Lashley says that he is going to end EC3's career and that he will leave nothing left. As Bobby is leaving the ring, EC3 challenges Lashley to be the first competitor in tonight's Legal Lockdown match. With Lashley accepts. Excuse me. Josh Matthews and the Pope reset the show at ringside. Josh announces that Ruby Sky will go one-on-one tonight with Rosemary. Also says that after the break, DJZ will defend the X Division title. X Division title match. DJZ versus Eddie Edwards. GJZ defeats Eddie Edwards to retain the TNA X Division title. Post-match, both DJZ and Eddie Edwards shake hands and hug, and out comes the Helms Dynasty of Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett. They both attack Z and Edwards. They quickly get rid of DJZ by throwing his shoulders first into the ring post, and they then turn their attention to Eddie Edwards and double team him. They hit the drop toe / high knee into Edwards' jaw that knocks him out. Lee and Everett celebrate over the fall of Eddie Edwards. Backstage for the dressing room, and Allie is with TNA Knockout Champion and her boss, Maria. Allie apologizes about what happened last week at the public tryout. Maria Scales Allie demands an apology from her. Allie is forced to apologize several times. Noah walks in, and Maria then tells Allie that Laura Van Ness is everything she isn't. Beautiful and intelligent, Maria calls Allie stupid and insults her assistant Laura when she goes out to the ring tonight. Maria tells Allie not to mess up again. Backstage, we're back from break. Bound for Glory. Ad airs for Broken Matt Hardy. Jeff is in the empty. Josh Matthews in the empty arena with Mike Bennett and Moose after high chairs. Their interview label being one of the early day. Matthew interviews both of them about the upcoming match at Bound for Glory. We're back in the arena. Madison Rain enters the ring. Allie arrives and says hi. She calls everyone's attention. She introduces Laura Van Ness. Madison Rain versus Laura Van Ness. Winner. Laura Van Ness defeats Madison Rain by pinfall. Jeremy Borash goes and introduces Laura Van Ness as the winner. Allie takes the mic from him and says that Maria wanted her to announce that the winner. Allie botches of Laura Van Ness's name and gets upset and makes her do it again. We're back in the arena. It's Lashley. He given his legal lockdown teammate a prep talk for tonight's main event. Lashley promises them that if they win, once they will get their first shot at the title. Mike Bennett asks which of them will get the title shot. Lashley says one who earns it. The one who takes out EC3. We're back from break. Drew Galloway is in the ring with the Impact, the Grand Champion. Galloway talks about the main event at Bound for Glory, his Grand Championship final match. When Aaron Rex arrives, Galloway calls out Rex and speaks to him face to face. Drew calls him that will make history Sunday. Drew brings up the past, how TNA cracks the foundation when he first arrived. Drew says that he was the hero and the savior of that TNA needed at that time. How he became champion, how he traveled the world. Need time to become champion, traveled around the world, promote TNA. He saved TNA. And then he grabs the mic and Damien Sandow fashion and says that to the guy in the back, "You're welcome." Air Rex responds by calling it Drew rant battle duo. He tells Drew to get over it. On that line, Rex calls the issue with calling himself the sole of reason for TNA success. Rex perhaps on how Impact Wrestling is the best show of all time. And the best show takes place at the ring. Rex says that he isn't all about Drew. That Galloway is up. Drew asks what that means. Rex says it means that it's a 6'5" only piece of crap. Drew fires up nicely in response. He goes to throw a great man's earned respect and tells him to address him as sir. Rex then tells Drew that their match Sunday will not go to the judges, that he will beat him before he can even happen. Rex calls Drew sir and then follows that with a 6'5" hair streaming pile of crap and assaults him by the stuntman. Both of them grab the title, but heads in the ring. Security tries to break them up. Drew breaks, though hits a power driver of Rex. Galloway grabs the title and stands tall over Air Rex. A DK promo airs for the latest segment. DK talks about the Great War with the Hardys at Bound for Glory. Rosemary addresses her match with Ruby Sky. Later on, a video package is shown with the bill for the Bound for Glory between the Hardys and DK. Rosemary with the Abyss and Crazy Steve versus Ruby Sky with Matt Hardy and Brother Nero. Ruby Sky defeats Rosemary by disqualification. The DK and the Hardys go to battle As soon as the match ends, a brawl throughout the crowd and ends up in the different parts of the arena. Matt and Abyss fight into the back. Brother Nero and Steve end up fighting. Rosemary sets up a table at ringside. Her and Ruby are trending blows in the ring. They fight to the apron. Rosemary hits Ruby with a side effect through the table. Rosemary grabs the mic as she is laying on top of the table. She yells, DK. Josh Matthews says that the camera will be still following the Hardys at DK as they will have footage where they come back from break. Jimmy Bordas is in the stage with the two competitors for the Legal Lockdown match, and the referee Earl Hentner handles the gun, tosses them for which team will have the man advantage. Lashley wins the coin toss, and EC3 appears. Lashley says that he can't wait to see Lashley laid out for the first time. The Cody Rhodes promo airs, promoting his arrival at Bound for Glory this Sunday. We're in a interview in the ring with Mackenzie Mitchell as interviewed Gail Kidd, the Knockouts champion Maria Candice, about their upcoming match this Sunday. Marie calls herself the greatest champ ever. Gail steps at Marie and calls her the evil manipulator. Gail says that Bound for Glory will always be special for her. She is honored to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. She is the most looking forward to finally getting her hands on Maria after 9 months. Maria laughs at Gail and said that Gail thinks that TNA, a wrestling company. Maria states that the entertainment company. Maria says that she is going to win Sunday and that Gail Kim will go into the Hall of Fame as the second best. Backstage with Tyrus, the appeals talked about the winning the Bound for Glory last year. Tyrus talks about how he became the business he couldn't cash in last year. He is interrupted by Eli Drake. Drake says that he is the business decision for Tyrus and that they are fixture. Drake offers Tyrus, the opponent, to be in his corner. Tyrus turns it down and mocks Drake's catchphrase. Josh Matthews runs down to the entire Bound for Glory pay-per-view lineup. Legal Lockdown match. Team Lashley defeats Team Carter. We see the brutal victory of Bobby Lashley. Can choose the stipulation for this Sunday for his world title match. Defense against EC3 at Bound for Glory this Sunday. Lashley gets on the bike and stands over Carter as he announces the stipulation. He chooses a no-holds-barred match, and the show ends with the final hype for the Bound for Glory. I hope y'all enjoyed this TNA review for tonight's TNA Impact Wrestling on Pop TV from tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed this TNA review for tonight's Impact Wrestling on Pop. It was episode 39, The Road to Glory. We saw Impact Wrestling results of the Legal Lockdowncage match, the Bound for Glory, the Go Home show. This was the Go Home show for the Bound for Glory. I hope y'all enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel at Southern Guy 175 on YouTube.com. Don't forget to follow me at Twitter at DaddyParker27. I hope y'all have a great night. Great Thursday night, and tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to be doing some stuff. I hope I'll have time for videos probably after. Going to be doing some yard work and stuff, and most of that, but hopefully I'll have time for some videos for Friday. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video for the TNA Impact Wrestling review for tonight's Impact Wrestling, The Road to Glory, the Go Home show for the TNA Impact Wrestling. Bound for Glory is Sunday, supposed to be Sunday. I hope we'll find out for sure if we're gonna still have Bound for Glory this Sunday. But if we do, I'll let y'all know. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I hope y'all enjoyed the TNA Impact Wrestling episode, the Go Home show for the Road to Glory, Bound for Glory this Sunday. Have a great night.